yo, yo, my name is Ace. Hit you with a mace. Across the face. Then I catch a case. Here comes the bass. Yo, 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 yo. The heck is that?
Told you I had gifts this time.
Oh, okay. Where's the soda? The other soda.
Oh, the other one?
The Dominican soda.
Yeah, Dominican soda. Yeah, it's in the fridge. So we'll
gotta grab it.
If this doesn't work, I'll grab it. But I saw these randomly.
Is this recording already?
Oh yeah, you know we hot start around here.
Okay.
But
I had a little freestyle rap. You should get the same.
You had a freestyle rap?
I had a little bit.
While I was inside?
Yeah.
That's nuts. That's getting aired. That's nuts.
That's rude.
I didn't know my dog freestyled. All right.
Are you not getting the sandbags? Or are you gonna just?
Oh, the sandbags. I think we're all right, unless you need to move the mic. You want to?
If it picks me up, then that's
I think
fine.
it is, but we'll
find out.
I'll get it.
Get the sandbags just to be safe.
My bad, I didn't mean to leave Dominican Drake out here just rapping to himself.
My B. Had to make sure the mic was working. Fire in the booth.
Alright, so let's get on the mics.
Yeah, I think that's good. I don't know.
So you adjusted your
No, I would say just move it back a bit.
Gotcha.
Perfect. Right there. It's perfect.
Perfect. See?
Oh, yeah.
Minor adjustments. It's the usual pod room's a little under construction, so I was like, a little bit. So I was like, it's nice out. Let's do outside. We'll see how it works. But all right. So
What the heck is that?
this is my dog's favorite drink. This is sorrel, or as you like to call it, Jamaica.
Jamaica.
With a little bit of bitters in there.
Okay.
So you're gonna learn what bitters taste like. Non-alcoholic. So I got you, yeah. Angostura. This they're out of Trinidad, so they make 90% of the bitters.
Much sugar is in this thing? God.
Bro, don't worry about it. You just told me to drink soda.
That probably has less sugars in. Yeah, probably not. No, to be honest.
Well, if it's gross, we'll figure it out from there. But
all right. In the colds, because we're getting like this. Wait. Let me
sniffing it.
Oh, that's gonna be
cheers.
Rough.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Better than I thought.
Yeah,
it's way better than I thought.
Jamaica's way better than I thought.
Well, yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, I tasted.
Why they put bitters with it though?
I don't know, because they're Trini and they love
sorrel with a dash of
aromatic bitters.
Who's your dog? This is your favorite drink?
You, bro. You taught me about the Jamaica.
Yeah, but the Mexican Jamaica.
Racist.
This ain't
Bro, it's literally the same thing. We went over this.
Was that on a pod episode?
No, we didn't talk about that. We were just at work. So I'll explain the story. One time we were just talking about random drinks. And somehow sorrel came up. Which is, for anyone who doesn't know, is like a flour that you basically steep.
It's like a red flour.
You make a drink out of it. And Jan was just like, I don't know anything about that. He's like, but I'm gonna put you on game. He's like, you ever had Jamaica? And I'm just like, Jamaica? I've never heard of that.
No. I think I was talking about Jamaica or whatever, and then you said that's sorrel. I was like, what the heck is sorrel?
No. I started talking about it.
Oh.
And then you were like, I'll put you on a drink. And you're like, I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, Jamaica. The whole time I'm just like, that's just Spanish for Jamaica.
Yeah.
But the whole time. And then you're like, you pull it up on a computer, and I'm like, I see what it's made out of. And I'm like, that's sorrel. That's the plant. And you're like, I'm like, there's no shot. This drink was just named by Hispanic people at some point in history. as coming from the land of Jamaica. So they were just like, Jamaica. This is Jamaica now.
He's just called it Jamaica.
I like it.
Yeah, it's alright.
I like it.
That's not bad. Where'd you get this? Where do you even get this?
Somewhere in Fort Lauderdale. I went to my buddy's
That makes sense.
baby shower.
Okay.
Shout out baby Alex, my guy. And right outside the little place was like a... First off, it said like roti shop.
Okay,
so we're like, all right, let's stop. Let's find
Trini,
some stuff.
You know that's Trini.
They had the flags of different Caribbean nations on the outside. I'm like, oh, they gotta have some fire foods or at least snacks, right? So I was like, let's grab stuff on the way out. This is the most Caribbean thing they had in there. We walked in and they were serving cheesesteaks, and they had what's the thing?
Cheesesteak, like Philly cheesesteaks?
Philly cheesesteaks. They had like heroes. They had the meat on the spit and everything. I'm like, bro, there's the French fries. I'm like, why is this a roti shop? And I'm like, maybe they did some Americanized food just to kind of, keep business, because not everybody wants that. And I look at the menu, there's absolutely nothing.
It's called Roti Shop.
It was called, it said Roti Shop on the
building.
Yeah,
that's wild.
100% on the window. I was just like, why are we doing this? Like, you just playing with my emotions. Like, 100% was going to get a whole thing of roti.
I don't think I had roti.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I had, it's... What else? No, I can't. It's, like... These two things that is sandwiched together.
You had doubles.
Doubles, that's that's what that's called.
Doubles. It's almost the same bread, like the same dough, but like they just like prepare it differently.
Oh, okay.
What's inside is called chana, but it's just like stewed chickpeas. That stuff's fire.
Yeah, it was chickpeas. I was thinking what.
Yeah, that's called chana. That stuff, I love that.
Yeah,
stuff.
we went to Universal and it was like during their Mardi Gras thing.
So
it's like Mardi Gras from across, like around the world, and Trini has.
I guess like their carnival.
Yeah, it's like Mardi Gras and Carnival, so they had like a stand selling Trini food.
I found them in Minnesota, which was hilarious.
What?
Like, I found Trini food. I found doubles. My wife's like, every time, she's like, anywhere we go, you find it. I found them in St. Augustine. We were like driving down some random road. I'm like, there's a doubles cart over there. She was like, how do you find that? Yeah, man, roti's good. We were at a wedding, her family, recently. And like, you ever seen like how people like type something mad big on their phone? Like, because they can't speak to you.
It's like at the club and they're like, play this.
Yeah. So we're at the table and we're all eating, and I must have been the only person that got roti. But, it's a table full of West Indians.
Okay.
And then someone taps me on the shoulder, and I look up, and it's one of my sister-in-laws, and he's holding it up, like her phone, and it says, "You couldn't help yourself with the roti, huh?" And I was like, absolutely not.
Why do they do this, though? They're right next to you.
No, like, you couldn't hear. We're in a wedding. She's like, we're at a big round table.
How big is this table?
It was like 10 of us at this table.
It's not that big.
And it was mad loud.
Oh, it was mad loud. They twerking on each other.
Not at that moment, but it was, we're getting there, dog. Caribbean people
Got to warm up to it.
Okay. I know Dominican weddings get like this. Okay. But because of your religion, do Dominican weddings not get like that?
So the only Dominican, I guess the most Dominican wedding I've been to would technically be my sister's wedding. And it did not.
Didn't get lit like that?
Apparently, they had an open bar. Yeah.
And I mean, that's thoughtful.
I guess so.
I mean, there's people there that aren't.
Yeah, probably a good majority of them aren't.
Oh, okay. So they were just watching them get smashed.
Pretty much.
That's
I
awesome.
bet you the people are like, say less. Because it was all my, like, aunts and cousins came.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, almost... There's, like, my immediate family are all LDS. Mm-hmm. And then there's, like, I have, like, 20 aunts and uncles, and then who knows how many cousins. I don't even know half of them, to be honest with you. There's, and I say probably like 5 to 10% are also LDS, so the rest aren't. So yeah, I just remember a couple aunts that are lit. Oh, like, this is wild.
I think that's a good segue. What was this wild Mormon thing you had for me.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I was planning to move to Idaho to do like finish my schooling there.
Yeah.
So I was gonna sign up for the spring semester, but they have their semester, so their semester's different.
Okay.
So it's still 3 semesters, but it doesn't start or end the same times they do here. So it's shorter semesters. So like the semester I'm almost finished with, it started like mid-August and it ends like early December.
Okay.
Like in Idaho, it started early September and ending in December or something like that.
Okay.
And then the other one goes from January to early April, and I think the spring one is mid-April to late May, so to speak, and then you have like that summer semester which in between. Yeah. So like you get assigned to go to two of the 3 semesters. They call it track. So you're like winter spring or summer spring or summer fall.
But they tell you.
Yeah, they tell you. So I was planning to go whatever the next semester next year is. So I'm like looking up stuff, and obviously I needed a place to stay. So there, how they have it is if you're under 27, if you're 27 and under, you have to stay on BYU Idaho approved housing. I don't know what the certification or the classification it is for approved housing.
It's probably like off-campus student housing.
So everything's off campus. There's technically nothing
they don't have dorms
on campus. Yeah, it's not dorms. It's more like apartment building, kind of like, and it's like floor plans and stuff like that. But
yeah, I stayed in a place like that,
like an FAU where there's dorms. Yeah, and then there's non-approved housing. So yeah, I don't know like how they'd be like, oh, you're not staying in approved housing, but that's a separate question. That's a separate discussion.
I had to stay in like off-campus housing after I left the dorms, and that's like, yeah, it's you got to get like it's more them getting vetted, I think, through the school board or the school itself, and like yeah, like you guys, like this is enough for students to live on because if it's like if they're gonna pay for it.
Oh, they probably have to, yeah.
Right? So if you're getting like scholarships or grants or whatever and that's going towards that, I think it matters.
Oh, okay. So it probably has to have certain things in the dorms and all that stuff.
Right. Like there's got to be like somewhere to wash your clothes. You got to have a kitchen. Like you got to have certain
every apartment or dorm should have that because that's just normal living standards, but whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, it's different. Like, you know, if you live on campus, like you may not have a kitchen.
Yeah.
But, like, there's somewhere for you to go eat. Like, there's a cafeteria you can go to.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You don't have laundry in your room, but there is a laundry room on your floor you can walk to. Right? So, you're not just, like, left to your own devices.
Yeah. And all this is the same price. So, I'm like, sure, whatever.
Okay.
Anyways. Yeah, so I'm looking up places. And I went there, like, 4 or 5 years ago now? I can't remember. 5 years ago-ish? And I stayed at one place, but apparently it's not. It was approved when I was there, and now
it's not.
So I don't know what changed, but apparently I can't stay there. So then I have a friend that's there, and I was like, oh, hey, where should I stay? And he's like, because like depending on whatever budget, because obviously that would take into account like some places are more expensive or have better amenities or newer. He's like, oh, stay here, but don't stay. I can't remember the names of these complexes, whatever they're called. But like, don't stay in this one or this one because that's where it's like the dark side is. I was like, what are you
the dark side of like Mormons?
No, the university. He's like, yeah, it's known, or a lot of people just go there to like the people there just like smoke weed, drink, stuff like that.
So is it people that are at BYU that aren't Mormons basically?
Yeah,
and they just want to have
or they are.
They have a normal, or they might be.
Yeah, or they might be.
Listen, Mormons get pretty wild, especially in college. But, yeah, I guess if you want to while out amongst your people, and
but that's a whole... I'll get into that later. I'll get into that whole thing later, because it doesn't make any sense to me, but... yeah, so he's like, oh, yeah, they have this. One of them got raided twice last semester. I'm like, yeah, they're wilding over there, whatever they're doing. And then I'm like, okay... So then, like, the next week or so, I'm, like, looking it up, and I was like, let me look into these things. Yeah, like, a couple years ago, one of them had a meth lab.
Let's go.
I was like, oh, why do you go? But so yeah, and then of course it's on Reddit. So you know how Reddit is. Reddit be wildin'. So yeah, it was talking about that, and then there's these people, like there's a bunch of posts saying like, oh, I'm being forced to go to BYU Idaho, or I won't get paid for my schooling. Which I'm like, what a. First of all, that's so. Grow up.
Yeah, like it's such a privilege problem.
Yeah, exactly. That's such a privilege problem.
It's like, I get it. You probably want to go somewhere else, but like someone's paying for it, so.
Yeah, it's like, and it's not even that expensive to begin with compared to other like universities you can go to. So it's like, oh, where should I go where like people aren't, I don't know, whatever. They're not like whatever they call them, like Nazis or zombies or whatever. Yeah, and then it's like all these people saying like, oh yeah, go here, we're chill, and I'm like, I had no idea that whole side. I mean, it makes sense, but like I had no idea that was happening there. So yeah,
there's a lot of naivety in like your.
No, it's
and like not just you. Like it feels just like in. I don't want to say like call it a culture because it's a legit religion, but like the culture that you're in,
it's like everything has
the culture of like everyone together because like every LDS, you guys.
I call it Mormon culture.
Okay,
that's different than what is actually taught because that's a whole separate conversation.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll say that. Like you guys seem like you're pretty sheltered, not sheltered, but like
100%.
Not even just sheltered, but you like don't even bother to try to fathom anything outside. So like, if someone tells you something happened or like something's a thing,
you're supposed to mix this with something.
Yeah, alcohol.
Oh, yeah. That didn't even think in my mind.
Yeah. No, I'm sober for you tonight, big dog. Yeah.
How kind of you. Yeah, no, this is kind of bad just by itself, to be honest with you. Like,
I'm not hating it.
It's a bitter taste.
Bitters, yes. I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it at all. But I also drink alcohol.
Will I drink it again? Probably not. I would rather have Country Club, but you know.
I mean, I'll break it out. I'll break it out if you want.
For my people.
Oh, I didn't tell you what happened. So I'm literally sitting on the toilet this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Publix yesterday. And I bought a couple things, and that's where I saw the soda, the Country Club. For anyone who doesn't know, it's like a Dominican soda.
Fire.
He said it's fire. I text you because on the bottle it says the national soda of DR. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So, anyways, I'm literally in the bathroom. You know how my house is set up. Yeah. So like the toilet's right there, and like everyone's getting ready, in the kitchen for the morning, and I just hear. It's like, what Dominican bitch you having drinks with? And I'm like, I just pushed the door open as I'm still in the toilet. I'm like, excuse me? He says, it's like, you got this soda in the fridge. I'm like, yeah, Jan told me about the soda. He's like, when did you see Jan? I'm like, I didn't. I did see you yesterday, but it's not the point. But I was like, no, Jan, I texted him. I'm like, I saw the soda and I texted him, and then I bought it. And she's like, I'm like, yes, because that's how I got caught up.
That's how you got caught up.
I was out here with these Dominican broads, and I brought a soda home. I couldn't help myself. Just had to bring a soda for the ride.
Absolutely. Which one did you get? Is it the merengue?
I got the merengue.
Oh,
I saw the raspberry. It looked good. It just looked like it's not good for me at all. Not like soda is anyways, but...
Yeah, it's way more sweet than that, obviously.
Well, yeah, this is meant to be mixed with something. Yeah. It's probably why I like it. Because I drink. You don't drink. Yeah. But I was like, I gotta get... My dog keeps asking about bitters. Excuse me. And I was like... When I saw it, I was like, oh, I gotta get them. Because Jan's gotta...
You gotta bring it out later.
I didn't know another way to give you bitters. Like, get it.
There wasn't do gross. The thing, and I just try it.
That would ruin your week. Dude, just really? Like taking a drop of it. I mean, we could try it. I have it.
Bet. I'll do it.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Bring the soda, too. Mm-hmm. Do you mind throwing this away for me?
No, I'm bringing the soda to wash it down because you're going to need it.
Oh, okay.
I got you, dog.
I'll keep the people busy.
Yeah. Go with your next freestyle.
No, I don't got anything else.
I can't believe that's what you were doing.
You got to hear when you edit this?
Right.
So how's everyone's... Oh, I guess you can't hear me, so it doesn't really matter. What's a story I can tell you guys? Yeah, okay, so here's one of my rants for the day. So tell me how yesterday, wait, it was yesterday was Wednesday, yeah, yesterday, right, my class starts at 10 at Boca. So I have to leave here at like 8:30 because traffic is wild. So leaving at 8:30, I got there at 9:30. So I get there at like 9:40 to sit in my class. Boom, sit my happy self in the seat, go on my phone, and I get an email from the professor inside the class. I'm reading inside the class. He emailed us 5 minutes before that, pretty much when I pulled into the parking lot. Sorry guys, I will have to be there 45 minutes late. See you then. I'm like, bro, what is this? The inconsideracy is crazy. Ran over. Oh, you got it in the bottles.
All
too.
I heard was like 45 minutes late and inconsiderate. So I'm assuming
I was ranting.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about some time you like were supposed to go on a date, but you just couldn't deal with the traffic she was stuck in. So you were just like, nah, 45 minutes late. It's not gonna work out.
Well, if school's the date, then yes. How many cups did you bring?
They got stuck in there. Birthday cups. Birthday cups stuck in here.
I swear I've tried that. There's no way I would distinctly remember. According,
you would. You're not gonna have a good time. 100,000%.
That's all right. The people want to see it.
All right. No, that's for you.
Am I gonna throw up?
You're not gonna throw up, but you gotta wipe it off. I don't know how else. I'm probably just gonna put it on your finger. I don't know how else you're gonna taste it.
Oh yeah. Oh. Give me one of those plastic cups. Put a little bit in there.
Oh.
And then the other cup we'll use to put the soda in.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try it with me?
No, I know what bitters taste like.
Well,
I would not do this
okay, so it's
ever.
just all me.
I put a couple drops in it. It's concentrated right here. All right, you hold that. You're gonna need this soda, so let me bust that open first.
Okay, cool.
'Cause
it smells like some. So what's in this before I try it?
nothing you're not supposed to have.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's.
Let me read the bottle.
Yeah.
I want to know what's. But other than that, what's.
Because it was in the drink, and the drink is non-alcoholic.
By appointment to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Oh snap!
This actually,
shout out Lizzie.
This smells fire. It smells like every other Caribbean cola, but I'm sure it tastes fantastic.
No, it's,
all right, that's your chaser.
No,
You got my dog's got a chaser for just bitters.
From the House of Angostura. All right, you ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Knock it out, bro.
Not too bad.
Okay, there's something wrong with you. Just straight bitters?
It's disgusting.
Oh, okay.
It's terrible by itself.
Okay.
But it's not like I'm dying.
Okay. There's no way you went back for more. This isn't Fear Factor. You don't have a point to prove here. Oh.
Yeah, definitely like...
Gross.
Yeah, like you...
Do you now taste... Now that you've had it actual, like, just by itself, do you, like, remember the taste of it from the drink?
No.
No?
Yeah.
You kind of get...
It's just watered down by the Jamaica.
Yeah, whatever you want to keep calling it.
I'm not calling it sorrel. Alright. You didn't cheers me, Dan.
Not bad, bro. You cheers the other one. This is good.
This hits the spot.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. See, I would drink too many of those.
I'll leave that there for now.
I would drink way too many of those.
Oh, yeah. I only usually get the 2 liters.
Yeah, that's
and
nuts.
Just have that.
Yeah, that's why I had to go back to Publix. Because I went to Target, and I was like, they only have 2 liters. No, I'm buying 2 liters of soda.
So you got a 6-pack of that?
I got 1 bottle.
That's just a bottle?
Dude, we don't drink soda here.
I don't either, but you gotta
don't
treat yourself to some country club.
If I have, it's very, even with like alcohol, it's very rare I have soda. It's just too much sugar.
You think Sav's coming down?
She might.
Have her try it.
She's not gonna have bitters. For
sure.
Yeah. She's got horror stories from that, but she'll try the soda. I left her a little bit. She might come down. I think the kid's asleep. I don't know. I heard something flickering when I went inside.
So yeah, you got any topics?
I thought you had way more to this Mormon thing.
Oh no.
But
it wasn't.
It was just that you didn't know about the wild side.
Yeah, like there's that's cool. Yeah,
bad part of town.
Yeah, because I just stayed in my lane, staying out the way.
I can't.
Did me?
You freestyling again?
No.
God. Do you normally freestyle like at home in your room?
Absolutely not.
So you there was a mic in front of you, you were by yourself.
Yeah, I was like firing the booth.
That's nuts. That's absolutely
I
nuts.
felt the creative side of me came out.
Yeah? We'll see how creative.
Give it a rating. Yeah, we're going to pause here. Mark's going to give the rating.
I'm going to give a rating. Yeah. Well, we're going to ask everybody to rate it.
Oh, you're going to ask you? That's what's up.
Instagram and TikTok. I was saying earlier I feel bad, but like the funnier clips of you trying to learn soccer they do way better.
Oh yeah, so what happened since the last time Reeve spoke? When was that? Like a month ago? No,
more than that. Yeah, this was like the last time you came on was the first soccer series episode.
Yeah.
That was the last time you were on. I've since done my own soccer series.
Oh really?
Like did one short episode by myself. And then we've begun to teach you how to play soccer properly.
Okay, yeah.
Which is solid.
Because I think we talked about then. Mbappe went around Madrid then, or was that after?
No, he hadn't gone yet. So this was before. Yeah, had to be before summer.
Spoiler alert: he's doing terribly. just to be frank, that team is wild.
Oh, God, there's so much.
You see Jude making striker runs that Mbappe should be making.
Yeah, I might have sent you the video, but there's a video of Thierry Henry. After that, we all know what game we're talking about here. Where he was caught off sides.
Like 15 times?
Yeah. The defense, the only defense I heard that was actually like reasonable was that he never plays as a number 9.
Correct.
So like, yeah, he doesn't think to look down the line. Now that being said, as someone who people argue might be one of the best players currently,
yeah, that's not.
You should be able to figure that shit out. Especially after like the third time, you should be like, hold on, they're doing something here. Like they're catching me offside on like it's not an accident.
But even then,
it's like let me sort this out.
Even then, you can be 2-3 steps in front of the defense. You're faster than every single person on that defense. So get a good enough ball that Modric, Jude, Vinny, Rodrigo is supplying you. You will be fine.
I told you I didn't want him there. It causes a problem. And now we have all these other...
You got 4 wingers. You got 4 left wingers on the team.
Well, it doesn't matter now because everyone's so hurt. Everybody's moving back into defense. Apparently, their plan is to play Valverde in right back until Lucas Vasquez comes back, who's not even a natural right back.
Correct. He's a right winger.
And Tchouaméni's going to play in central defense.
Like center back?
Yeah.
I mean, he's done it before.
Yeah, but it's not ideal. He's not good there. Yeah, like he can get away with it with like a lower league team.
You got Tony. You got my boy Tony.
He can't do it all.
That's him though.
They just need to spend the money.
That's a Chelsea
they just need to spend the money, and they're not going to. But they need to spend the money.
100%.
And there's options out there.
What place are you guys in the league?
Second, I think.
Second?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you've won almost every game other than El Clasico.
El Clasico was madness, and then the madness.
I'm
of the
watching it at
Champions League.
work, and then like the first half, how Real Madrid didn't score at least 2 goals was crazy.
It was a little nuts.
And then the second half, it just started going.
Yeah, I saw the highlights. It went off the rails. Yeah.
It went off the rails in the second half. I'm like, I did something for like 7 minutes. I came back. They scored. I was like, bro. I was like, dang, y'all they're getting cooked. That dressing room must have been crazy.
I don't know.
And
it's gonna. I hope it doesn't come to this, but I feel like it's gonna start coming to like they're gonna start playing around him, because they're basically playing like that. Like if he's basically non-existent in most games. So let's just play around you, and we'll play like we're down a man.
It doesn't help with the manager because Carlos approach my boy Don Carlo.
He's just like,
you guys just figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out.
Which ends up with 2 players on the left wing, but they're not doing an overload. They're just in the same exact spot. It's not like Chelsea where Cole Palmer would like overload on the right side, move to the central, move to the left to create that. Yeah, no. They're just standing at the same spot.
I wouldn't be surprised if they went back to a diamond because of the injuries and who's fit. Because last year when they did the diamond with Jude to kind of fit him into the midfield, but now the midfield's lacking. So I think they have the space to put him in there now. So I think they'll go back to. I think they're going to try a diamond again, and they'll have Diaz on the right, Vinny on the left, Mbappe up front. Diaz? Brahim Diaz.
Oh, okay. What happened to Rodrigo? He's injured, right?
He's injured, and it just worked out the timing because Brahim got injured at the beginning of the season, and then he just came back. He scored like 5 goals over 2 international games over this break just now. So
that's what's up.
He's solid. And then they'll probably fit. So they'll have those 3 up top, I think, and then they'll fit in Jude, either Modric, some kind of combination of Modric and Camavinga, and I think Ceballos is going to start coming off, if not starting.
Yeah, well, they better figure it out because they're getting cooked in the Champions League. They're doing good in La Liga, but it's La Liga. It's not that hard of a league.
I blame the owner. The president refuses to buy people for whatever reason. Like when they need them. Like he's like, no, we'll
players you can get on free transfers though. I'm sure
that's what he's waiting for, which is frustrating because we have the money.
He wants to save money, yeah. I mean, it's fair enough. You're going to save money where you can.
I get it, but if it's a matter of 12 months in the season, like just spend the money.
And the thing is like you got Mbappe on the free transfer. You probably gave him crazy deals though, like bonuses and all that stuff, right? But there's no way his shirt sales didn't go crazy.
They definitely
did. The ticket sales, I saw the queue for El Clasico was insane. There was like 1 million people apparently in queue.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
In the queue to freaking get on the thing. So, who knows? It's not like you're Barcelona where you gotta wait for some stupid rule just to get Danny Olmo.
Yeah, that was wild. That was their fault because they don't know how to.
They're cooking now, so.
They're over cheating with that book. They didn't have their books in order.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the coin, Chelsea's doing pretty great, all things considered, where they were expected to be this season. So that's what's up.
We'll see.
We tied against Arsenal, which was...
That was annoying.
It was an alright game.
That was annoying.
I felt like... It's annoying because Arsenal played better than they had the last 3 games, or at least 2. Because they lost their last 2 against Newcastle and Bournemouth, I think it was.
I can't remember.
When what's his name? Saliba got sent off? I think that
I'm trying to remember who they played.
Some team they should have beat.
It was I remember it being a frustrating game. I just can't remember.
Some team they should have beat. So then that happened. They played better against it, which is annoying. Like, why play better against us? Ridiculous. And then we just played, I don't know. I think we were expected to lose that game, so to tie it was fair enough.
You guys are okay.
We're I think 4th. Okay. I think 4th right now, which I'll take. If we finish season 4th compared to what we had, too good.
Get back in the Champions League?
Hell yeah. I miss the Champions League, dude.
If you guys don't get to the Champions League, like at the end of the season,
we're going to win the Conference League, though, so we'll be the first team.
I think you're going to lose some players.
What do you mean lose some players? Oh, like if we don't get Champions League football next season?
Like I don't think someone doesn't try to buy Cole Palmer.
There's no way Chelsea would sell Cole Palmer of all people. Apparently, Man United
it might not be up to him.
Man United wants to get Nkunku, which is wild.
They have enough. They need to sort that out. They need to sort that shit out.
But their new manager is cooking, so apparently.
No, he hasn't done it. He hasn't coached a game yet.
Yeah, I know, but he was cooking for Sporting. But Sporting, I feel like, has a way better team than... than Man United.
If he brings that, I guarantee you he wants to bring their striker over. Was it Goycrest? But they have to clear some books, bro. They got too many. Many.
Chelsea, I heard it shortlisted him, but we still want to buy Victor Osimhen, even though we tried and failed.
Yeah, and he just signed a contract. He moved. Yeah, he moved. Like it's gonna cost you too much money.
So I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Who knows what they're doing? But I'm super excited for what's his first name? Estival, that Brazilian guy that's playing over there. And he signed for Chelsea. He's playing next season. I think it's William Estival. He's super young.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's cooking over there right now.
So he's in Brazil, but he's already signed for Chelsea.
Yeah.
He's just still.
I think it's similar to that Christian Pulisic deal. How they had that.
What do you mean?
Like, because, he was still playing for Dortmund, but he was signed for Chelsea for the next season.
Yeah. I was going to say, like Endrick. Like, Endrick was signed for Madrid. He was just finishing in Brazil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulisic. Yeah, that was... Well, that was a weird one because...
I swear that was, like, one of the first times that happened. I've never heard of that happening before.
It's a weird one. So, normally, you go... Like, they'll sign... If you sign in January... They'll just send you on loan until the end of the season.
Yeah.
And then you make your permanent switch. It's very rare, which is what Dortmund did, it's like he signed for them in January and they kept him the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean he was that good though. So like you wouldn't put him on loan, but
cooking, bro.
He's cooking right now though.
Did you hear? I know you know who Alexi Lawless is, right? It's like Alexi Lawless. He's like a really famous U.S. soccer player, like from back in the ginger beard, like big from like the 90s, right? Anyways, they brought it up too. Now that he's having all these great performances, like would Christian Pulisic ever win a Ballon d'Or?
Not now.
So his response was, he could, but it's not going to happen because he's American.
That's wild.
So it's a little wild. It's a little wild because a lot of American broadcasters can't decide whether they want to either, like lay into it or lay off of whether Americans playing in Europe are treated better or worse or the same. Like, some are like, no, that's not a thing. Like, it's just based on quality. And then others are like, yeah, it's because he's American. And I'm like, you guys got to decide which one.
I mean, best people to ask would be like Landon Donovan, Clint Dempsey, because they were pretty decent. But I think Pulisic was better than both of them.
Yeah, I mean...
I think he's probably the best American player they've ever had. Men's American player they've ever had, so...
I agree. I think... I will reiterate what I said before. Before he went crazy at AC, which a lot of people said he wouldn't do. Like, professional broadcasters said he would not do. But, I think if he keeps performing the way he is... into the World Cup and then has a strong World Cup, I feel like he could get a move to a bigger team. And from there, if he just keeps progressing, then I generally think he could win one or at least be at the very least make the short list.
He's 23 probably?
Something like that, 23, 24. Still pretty young.
Because I think he was like 19 or 20 when he was at Chelsea. That was like 2021 or ish.
I mean, not for nothing. He is already won Champions League.
Yeah.
And between that run with Chelsea and the game they recently played against Real Madrid, he clearly had, like, both times he played Real Madrid, so once with Chelsea and once with AC Milan, he has zero fear of what most people say is one of the biggest teams in the world because he just goes at them. Both games.
Yeah.
Both games. And they were years apart. He just does not give a shit.
I mean, he reminded me of a lot of how he plays like with Hazard. Because he's easily the most fouled player on the pitch every single time he plays. But
he has no problem going at people.
Yeah.
A lot of people will like step on the ball, cut back or whatever. Like he thinks dribble first, which is not only do not a lot of players do that, a lot of American players don't do that.
And he does it well.
Yeah, and he's successful with it. Yeah,
he does dribble first, but...
Bro, he frustrates me so much.
Freaking Leao, dude.
Because he clearly has talent.
Oh, he's super good.
But then he just, like... It also, like, I feel like he's having the same issue as, like, Mesut Ozil had, where, like, his demeanor was so nonchalant that, like, when he messes up, or, like, he dribbles past 3 people but then doesn't score, and he's just like, people are like, dude, you don't care. Uh-huh. Like, that's the perception you get, and I'm like, I feel like he's going to fall down that rabbit hole.
Because I feel like his potential went way down.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I remember, like, I can't remember, a couple years ago, he was big name.
Everybody wanted him.
Yeah, big name. And then now he's just like, yeah, he's a good player. But, like, I haven't really heard of any move linking him to anywhere. So, I did see, like, the game highlights, random off topic, in 2020 of Spurs versus Man City.
Yeah.
And Harry Kane was cooking that game. So, I feel like he's, I don't want to say underrated, but underappreciated.
Who? Harry Kane?
Harry Kane. Because his distribution is really good.
No, he's
a striker.
Yeah.
Really good passer.
I think he started in midfield. Like, and he played at a high level in midfield and then eventually went up front. But yeah.
Because, like, the passes he was making against that Man City team was crazy. Who knows? Maybe Bayern will do something. Who's their coach? Oh, yeah, Vincent. Company.
Speaking of soccer, this is what I want to know. How do you feel going into this game?
Oh, the
yeah, this match we're holding, huh?
Just chilling.
Listen,
I'm there to have fun.
Right, but how come? Okay, I've taught you things so you can pull them off in a game.
Okay.
Like.
Okay.
I need my student. I finally understood. I need my student to like.
To what?
I need the Padawan to go.
Earlier today, I'm just messing with the ball.
Uh-huh.
And then I finally understood the technique to, like, ping the ball.
Uh-huh.
So, it all just clicked then. So, I was like, oh.
Editing the videos, I was, like, watching you just, like, not... You just kept wrapping your foot around it.
Yeah, and then I was like... I did it once today, and I was like... It just clicked in my head.
So, you did it today?
Yeah.
You pinged the ball. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take your word for it.
I didn't work on the accuracy, but...
Yeah.
But, like, how you were telling me, it was exactly what was happening. So I was like, that's what's up. No.
Surprised that, like, I can convey it. Because, like, do you feel like I conveyed what I was teaching you well? Like, for you to understand it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, I didn't have that. I started playing soccer so late in life that they just threw me on the pitch and were like, go. Yeah. And I just figured it out on the fly.
Yeah.
Like, I started... I wanted 14 maybe 14 mm-hmm. And like, you know, I got thrown on a team with kids who were playing their whole life, and like played at a good level. Mm-hmm. So I was just like kind of figuring out. There was no like, hey, this is how you like develop a first touch, because everyone already had that for 10 years. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, all right, just
and I feel like now it's easier because you have the internet. I can just go on YouTube and be like, how to do a power shot. I don't know how to do a finesse shot, how to develop first touch or drills, whatever. Like, you can look, all that's free, super easy to find.
Yeah.
So
that was so hard, like the days before YouTube. It was so hard. I used to like download like from sketchy websites and stuff, like soccer clips.
Yeah.
And you know, it was funny. Something I did, and I feel like it did help. So like, because I was so far behind, but like just getting into my brain. So I remember watching some video of some guy talking about like how your brain works. Mm-hmm. And he was just like, if you're trying to learn something, like watching a video on it or reading something on it right before you go to sleep helps like your brain.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I would watch these clips for like 40 minutes. Like just different like skills and stuff. Like, and this was like Ronaldo just got to Man U. So he was like dancing everywhere, right? So I'm like watching that. Watch like 40 minutes of that. And then Ronaldinho at Barca, and I'm just like, okay. And then I'm not saying it turned me into those players, but like I noticed I started developing like the intuition like on the field, like this is what I should cut here or touch the ball this way and go that way, like, right? Stuff that like probably was taught and developed like from a younger age. going. But I just didn't have that.
Something you get from just playing a bunch of games.
But I didn't have that.
Yeah.
So I was just like trying to figure out. I think it worked.
And to be fair, like people, this might be controversial, but I really do feel like playing that video game of whatever sport, if you're trying to learn it, is pretty helpful. Like for example, like for me, like playing FIFA or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like while granted, it's not going to be realistic anyways because the gameplay is going to be faster and stuff like that, but it can kind of help you understand like. To like what you said, to cut in, to cross it, to pass it, whatever, and certain things, and to like see things happening on that pitch. Like, but granted, you're looking at it from super outside. You're not in like you're not playing it like first person, but I feel like that could help people, so to speak. I think it helps me.
I think it makes sense, especially now. Like it's probably the game AI is probably so much better. So like. You're right. You're watching it from an outside, like a super high view, but like okay, I'm gonna make my player make this play this pass, and then you see like the AI made this other player make this run. You're like, okay, so someone should be theoretically if I did that, the likelihood that someone did that, like made that same run, like okay, because it's based off something, right? You put real information into the computer, and then it. So, like, your brain is like, oh, okay. So you go out in, like, a real game, and you're like, okay, I made this cut. If someone's doing what they're supposed to, they should be out there somewhere. Mm-hmm. And then, you look up and you see someone making a run. All right, let's go.
Yeah, it helps you understand, like, bigger picture football. Like, I don't know, I have an overload here. Exploit that, 1-2, stuff like that. But, yeah.
So you think you're ready?
Yeah.
5-on-5, I think.
Let's do it. Okay. Because Lawrence asked me, he's like, oh... You gotta let Mark know we're doing it. I was like,
he's ready, bro. He's so ready. Yeah, I think I'll make the group chat this weekend and we'll set it up. I was telling him too about probably doing Thanksgiving like that morning.
That morning, I'm down.
Well, no, just to like if anyone wants to meet up and just play, just like just a little scrimmage or whatever. Yeah. Just kick it around. Yeah, because I remember I was working at one sneaker store, and they wanted to have like a store. Like touch football game, and we went to Okehili.
Football, like American football.
Yeah, American football, like a touch American football game, and they want to do it with the staff. And obviously the only day really that we're all free is going to be like a holiday where the store's closed. So we went on a Thanksgiving morning, before everyone's like.
Well, that's an American thing, though, isn't it? Like playing football for Turkey Day.
I don't know.
Turkey football.
I
swear it is.
Dude, some guy asked me today. Like he was like, "Oh, I like your watch," and I was like, "Oh, thanks." And he was just like, "Oh," he's like, "Is that Dolphins?" And I'm like, "Nah, man, it's a Seiko." And then I started laughing. He's like, "Why are you laughing, man?" And I'm just like, "Bro, I know nothing about football." I was like, I only know the color reference because I live in Florida.
Yeah, because I'm here in Miami.
Yeah, like I know what the colors are, but I don't watch a single thing. I don't know any
players on. I could have named 3 players on any team. More than 3 players on any team.
I can name people that are wilding out after CTE. I know who Antonio Brown is. That's about it.
Of the name, but if you show me 4 different people and be like, who's Antonio Brown, I can tell you. So
that guy, I feel bad for that.
Yeah, but I think that's an American thing. But it's like a turkey run, like just a football
Turkey Day thing.
Yeah, because I think college plays turkey.
They play on Thanksgiving.
I think so, like a turkey bowl, whatever. I don't understand.
Basketball does Christmas Day, right? I think basketball they play a Christmas Day game.
Yeah. Yeah, they have Christmas games.
Soccer's Boxing Day.
Boxing Day.
So the day after.
I love Boxing Day.
Yeah. I like when I'm off for Boxing Day.
What is Boxing Day?
I asked a British dude once. He came into one of my stores when I was working. I'm like, hey man, what is Boxing Day? Because like, I only care about it because I get to watch 10 EPL games on the same day.
For real.
And he was like, I guess they celebrate as a holiday the day after Christmas. You put all your boxes out on the curb. So like, if people need boxes for whatever, like people can just get them. But it's like a thing like to help other people. I don't know. I guess people always need boxes.
Fair. I mean, that's
I don't know. You're moving, whatever, packing stuff away. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever the case is, but that, in short, that's what he said to me.
Hey, I'll take the EPL games. I don't care.
I never looked into it more than that, so he could have just been messing with me or gave me like a real short summary, but that's what he told me.
Which is part of the reason why I think EPL is the hardest league in the world, but
because they play through Christmas.
They rarely have. They don't have as much as a break as other leagues.
They play through the winter.
Yeah,
and it's fucking cold.
It's snowing in some random part of England, and you got some dude playing Brexit football attack. Outrageous.
Yeah, getting hit with studs in the cold.
I can imagine.
Sucks.
I can imagine.
Sucks.
And then, like, I feel like that's one of the only leagues where the top 6, now at least, because before, like, you could always predict it. Like, the top 6 is kind of almost always different. And I feel like you can genuinely lose to any team in that league on a given day.
Anyone has a chance.
Yeah, there is always.
So
like,
competitive.
You don't show up, they show up, you lose. So I feel like that's why it's.
I agree.
But
there's no putting like half your starting squad out
and expecting to win 2-0 or something like that.
To cruise through it, like it's not happening.
Yeah. Hell, look at Man City. You're getting cooked right now.
Be like that.
Oh, I saw who they last play. Their last EPL game. Who was that?
Was it West Ham?
No. If they lost against West Ham, that's
or was
a problem.
it Aston Villa? It might have been Aston Villa. There's like 3 teams that have the same freaking color jerseys. It always messes me up.
Yeah.
It always messes
Crystal
me up.
Palace? No. Brighton? I think it was Brighton.
Oh, yeah, it was Brighton. But
Brighton.
Brighton's actually good, though.
Brighton's decent.
Brighton's good.
No,
Danny Welbeck's out of nowhere. It's just like revived his freaking career, bro. That was nuts.
He did revive his career.
I thought he was retiring. Like, he just, too many injuries, too many teams, and like, yeah, but.
Fair enough. Good for him. No, who is going crazy is Nottingham Forest, dude. But they play so defensive.
They were so bad last year.
Yeah.
They were terrible last year. It's kind of
nuts. Yeah, but they're like, let's just play 10, let's just park the bus.
They got a new coach?
I think so. I don't know.
So you're excited. What's your time? Yeah, because
I got 8 minutes.
You're always on a time crunch. This guy.
Bro, I want to go to sleep.
You're not going to go to sleep. You're going to text me in 10 minutes and be like, yo, check out this meme. And you're like, it's a fucking shot. Every time.
I'm doing things that, don't worry about my life, dude. Don't worry about
this guy. Very concerned about your life.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm fine over here.
Hurry up and get married. So I can.
I don't need another person.
So you can get
telling
all
me
the
that.
jokes that I make.
I don't need another person.
I make so many jokes that you don't understand.
I have many different people telling me that. So
start listening.
Well,
I'll go to the wedding.
Yeah, you're invited.
I'll give a speech. I won't freestyle.
You won't freestyle,
but I'll give a speech. I'm good at speeches.
How do you think an LDS wedding would be? This will probably be the last topic.
It depends. You know what? I think the LDS wedding is pretty mundane. Like, it's pretty low key. Like it's very
okay.
It's probably like extravagant, but like nothing crazy happening. There's no alcohol.
Define crazy. Okay.
There's no alcohol. Like people are just like, oh, I love my sister. She found a great guy. Like
Did I tell you
the usual? But I have a feeling the bachelor and the bachelorette parties
are crazy.
Go off the fucking rails. They have to. They have to. And like, because of like the kind of like person they want everyone to perceive they are, or they are in front of everybody, not even just perceive. Like, when shit goes wild, ain't nobody snitching. Ain't nobody snitching. Because I was here with you. I was like, I'm going to get just as much trouble for being in the same party bus as you over here. Steve's over here snorting lines off a stripper. I'm just going to get in trouble for knowing the word stripper. So, like, my wife don't handle that.
I can imagine. So that part of that would have to be true, like, because I have no evidence to back this claim. But, like, Utah is, like, 6 hours from Vegas.
I'm going to make this statement with zero evidence to back it up, but everybody listen to what I have to say.
Yeah. A lot of Utah is, like, within 8 hours of Vegas, so that's, like, a decent road trip. So, Vegas.
I'd hit Vegas.
Vegas.
Do they? So, but like, are they known to go to Vegas? Right. What? Are they known to go to Vegas? Like LDS?
Vegas is right there. So